What are your thoughts, sir?
Arnab, thank you very much. It's indeed the last 48 hours have been very, very sad for the nation and personally for me, not only because Bipin was a coursemate, but both Bipin and Madhulika were family friends. But today, my heart was filled with pride, both when I went in the morning to pay my respects at his residence and at Barar Square. In particular, I must narrate to you that after the last rites, when I was coming out, I saw an old man, bearded, barely able to stand, stooping, who came near my car, and I stopped and I looked at him. In his left hand, he had the national flag, and in the right hand, he had Bipin and Madhulika's poster. And he looked at me. I was wearing my side cap and I was wearing my medals. And he said, Jai Hind first, and he said, Bipin Rawat ki Jai. That filled my heart with pride, not because what he said, because he conveyed what Bipin stood all his life for, nation above all. It was Jai Hind and then Bipin Rawat ki Jai. I mean, that is the spirit of this nation, to pay respect to its soldiers. It was amazing. My association with Bipin has been as schoolboys who after the school, both of us are army brats, after school we joined a National Defense Academy. And one or two incidents stand out very clearly. Bipin in the boxing ring, victorious eyes, blood on his face, never said die spirit. A fighter, a brave soldier, was very, very clearly visible. And he rose as a man, and I've seen him rise over the last 4 decades. One, with a straight spine, broad shoulders, large heart. He was a leader who was a man of steel, not a man of straw. He stood by what he wanted to say. He was not status quoist, he brought in transformation, and it was always nation first. In fact, if I would say, what were his core qualities as a coursemate which I saw through him? In uniform, out of uniform, serious mood, jolly moods. I would say character, competence, compassion, courage, and commitment. These 5 C's were abundant in him. Now let me tell you a small anecdote of his. I was retiring in December 2017 as the Director General of the Mechanized Forces. And on 31st December, I was being given a send-off by the Indian Army, and Bipin Rawat was the chief. At the end of the dining out, you are carried in your chair by the generals of the Indian Army to the tune of Odd Lang Syne and chanting Jolly Good Fellow. Now here was the chief first and the coursemate later, who was leading there too, holding the chair, leading from the front, carrying me on his shoulders and singing Jolly Good Fellow. And this thought came to me today when I was attending his last rite and I lent him a shoulder. Such tragic circumstances, I could never ever imagine that I would have to respond with my shoulder in this
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, General Shivani, I can only imagine the...
Yes. So having said that, I would say Bipin is a legacy who has left behind a great message for the nation, for all its leaders, not only the defense services.
I think I was just saying to our viewers that the image, what you just said, General Shivani, about that moment when he carried you on his shoulders, that visual actually is there. We were playing it. You see the visual, viewers? You see that moment? That clip just comes in here and we are showing it here.
Yeah.
And a flood of memories when you go back 40 years.